What's up, team Fullest? This again Amy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my canal. So today I'm going to show you guys how to prepare my favorite food, which is stuffed plantain. But before we jump into this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe and share, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, my Facebook like page. All the links will be down in the description box. So these are the ingredients I'm going to use. I have my onions leaf, my red pepper and green pepper and yellow pepper. I have my tomatoes, I have my garlic and season, and I also have some shrimps. So now I'm going to cut all the ingredients together, slice everything into pieces. So as you guys can see, I've already cut all my ingredients. I've sliced everything into pieces. So now we're going to peel off the plantain and remove the skin. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna peel off your plantain and slice the plantain in the middle, but you don't want to slice it all the way deep, because when you slice it all the way deep, you're gonna cut the plantain in the middle, or you don't want to like cut it in the middle. You guys are gonna see what I'm talking about, because I feel like when I'm explaining, I'm not explaining properly, but you guys are gonna see what I'm talking about. You don't want to cut it too deep, because when you finish making the sauce, you're just going to stuff it inside like that one, like that is how you're going to cut your plantain. So I'm going to cut all the 4 plantains, because I'm going to make 4 plantains. We have 4 people in the house, so everybody's going to get a piece, which is very delicious. I like to make this dishes like in the afternoon as for lunch, or sometimes in between dinner, because it's not really something that's going to fool your stomach. Only if you eat like 4 or 3 or 4 of it, then your stomach is going to be really full. But with one, it's just like an appetizer for me, just to wake up your stomach. Or you can also actually make it for breakfast, but I like to eat it mostly in lunchtime or in between before dinner, because that is how I like it. It's just so delicious. It's very, very delicious. There's so many ways to cook plantain. You can cook plantain in different ways. You can fry it, you can boil it, you can make plantain fufu. There's so many ways you can cook plantain, but this is one of my favorite ways that I like to cook plantain, which is stuffed plantain, and I really, really like it because it's just delicious. I love to see all the colors when I'm cooking. As you guys can see, when I've cut my ingredients, I have my yellow pepper, my green pepper, my orange pepper, and the tomato, the onions leaf, everything just mixed together. It's very, very colorful and I like it. So now I'm just going to season, just put a little bit salt on the plantain and then turn it around so that it can, just get a little bit of good taste, because the salt, I like putting salt on my plantains. This is not compulsory. You can decide to fry the plantain like that, or you can add a salt. So now you're just gonna put your plantain into your oil. You're gonna lay that, and don't forget to be turning your plantain so that it doesn't get burned at the other side. So I'm just gonna put everything into the pan. It's just 4 big plantains. Just gonna put everything and let everything fry easily. You're gonna let it to fry very well, because when it's fried good, then it's just delicious and it tastes good. So as the plantain is frying, I'm going to be turning it over, because you don't want it to burn. So you're really have to stand there and look at it, and make sure you dull the gas, because you don't want it to burn. So I'm just gonna keep turning around as it's fried a little bit. I'm gonna turn it to the next position, just so that every part of the plantain fries easily and good. Yes, I love my plantain. I love my plantain to fry good. So we're just gonna leave the plantain to fry. You're just gonna wait for everything to fry. If you have somebody who has not yet cut your ingredients, you can use this time to cut your ingredients. But I like to cut everything. I like to prepare everything before ever I start cooking, because I find it very easy. I don't like when I'm cooking at the same time I have to cut things and put it. It's just get too much. But when finish cutting everything and it's just time to cook, it's easier for me, because you just put everything into the pan. As you guys can see, when you turn the plantain, you guys can see the colors are really, really beautiful. I love that yellow warm yellow color on the plantains, and that little bit of brown when the plantain is fried. As you guys can see, I love food, but I love when the food is well presented, and I love to see colors on the food. I love to see food with colors. I love to eat, but at the same time, I don't like to eat boring food. Presentation when it comes to food is, for me, is very important as well. Very important, just as the same way that the food is, the taste is important. Presentation is also very, very important. So we're gonna leave the plantain to fry. We're gonna leave, you guys can see, I love that yellow color, like that sunny yellow. Very beautiful. So you're just gonna allow the plantain to fry, and don't forget to be turning your plantain whilst you're frying it, because you don't want to have a burn plantain. So now I've already have my tray ready, because you're going to put the plantain into the tray when it's done. So you guys can see I've turned the plantain over again, so that the other side can also fry a little bit, because you want the plantain to fry. You want it to fry, like real fried, for it to fry, that everything should taste delicious when eating it, because that is what we're gonna do. That is what I like to do. So you're just gonna allow the plantain to fry. You're gonna give it time, let it fry. So let's just wait for the plantain to fry. So guys, let me know let me know what kind of food that you guys like to eat, or you guys have any other things that you guys want me to see me cooked. I love food, so I'm a foodie, so I like to cook now and there. I love to cook. I love to make simple stuff like this, which are not like a whole lot of time. I love to cook because I love to eat. So if you guys want to see more cooking videos like this, please let me know in the comment box. And if you guys have anything that you guys want me to prepare, let me know in the comment box as well. Every information that you guys need will be in the description box. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram page for more pictures. I will leave everything there in the description box. So what is your favorite food that you guys like to eat? I don't have a favorite. I don't have like favorite top. Like everything I make, if I really like it, it becomes my favorite. I don't have like a top 10 favorite, but plantain is one of my favorite dish. I just love plantain. There's so many things I can do with plantain. You can fry it, you can boil it, you can cook it, you can make so many things. So now the plantain is fried, I'm just going to put it into the tray. And now that the plantain is hot, you're going to try and separate it in the middle, because you know you cut the middle when you were before you fry it. So because the plantain has fried, the middle is somehow kind of closed but not entirely closed. So now that the plantain is warm, you're going to try to separate it in the middle immediately. Because if you wait till it cools, then it's like cold, it has stick together. But when it's warm, it's very easy to separate in the middle. So that is what I'm going to be doing, just separate it in the middle so that it doesn't get cold and sticky. Yes. So guys, let me know which type of food is your favorite, or what food do you guys like to eat the more. I like to eat homemade food. I'm not really a restaurant type of girl. I've said this in my videos multiple times. I'm not really the type of girl that like to go to the restaurant. I like to bring the restaurant in the house, just like to cook, stay home with the family, eat. Because when I cook at home, I'm the one who cook the food. I know exactly what is inside the food, because I have allergic reaction to certain ingredients I can't eat, and certain things I can't eat. So because of that, I like to cook at my house and bring the restaurant into the house, and let's eat. No, it's when you eat at home, it's very difficult. It's very easy. Sometimes I like to go to the restaurants once in a while. Certain restaurants that I know, especially those wok restaurants, where we call it here in Holland wok, where you go, they have all the ingredients and you just pick your own food. You cooked your own food like that, and then you eat it. So I like to go to a restaurant like that, because I know exactly what kind of ingredients I'm going to put into the food. So now that we've turned the oil into a different pan, now it's time to make the sauce. So the sauce is very easy. You're going to put your onions and let the onions fry. I don't like to overcook my vegetables, so we're just gonna leave everything to steam for a few minutes and then add the rest of the ingredients. So now we're just gonna fry the onions, let the onions fry, and continue to mix the onions, because you don't want to have a burnt onion. So now we're going to add the garlic. Yes, that's a tons of garlic. I know, I love eating garlic. I eat garlic. I eat both the cooked one and the raw one, even though the raw garlic doesn't taste delicious, but I cut it like really, really tiny, and I just swallow it with water, and which of course garlic is also very good for the system. You guys know that. So yeah, I love the colorfulness in the pan right now. All the colors blend together, the whites, the yellow, the green, the red, the orange, everything just blend together. It looks delicious. Give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. So now we're just gonna allow that to steam, mix it very well, let everything steam. I'm not going to add any water, so now I'm going to add some ingredients, you know, some seasoning into it. Season the food, you know, season just to get that flavor on the taste out there. So we're just going to add a block of Maggi, and I'm also going to be using shrimps. You guys know I love shrimps, fish, any seafood. Like seafood is my favorite. I love seafood. I love meat as well, but I'm more into like seafood and all that. I'm not really a meat kind of person, but I do eat meat. But if I can choose, I choose seafood every day. So now I'm going to add the pepper. I'm not going to add the whole pepper because you guys know I have kids. They don't eat a lot of pepper. I'm going to add a little bit of dry fish just to boost up the flavor of the food, just to make the food taste a little bit delicious. So I'm just going to let this one steam. The tomato is going to be least because the tomato, you guys know, tomato have a lot of water, and I'm not adding any water. So now we're going to add the tomato, and then we're going to allow everything to boil and steam. This is the finish. This is it. It's very, very simple to make. You can actually eat this sauce with different. You can eat it with rice. You can eat it with boiled yam. You can eat it with boiled cassava. This is like one of my favorite sauce whenever I want to make those little stuff. Yeah, you can eat this in different varieties, like different food. Sometimes I do make the sauce and I boiled yam and I do eat it with yam. So now we're gonna add the shrimp. Yes, I love shrimps. I got the shrimps at the supermarkets here in my village. They have like a lot of seafood, but also very expensive at the same time. So I'm just gonna allow everything to steam, everything for the shrimps to steam. As you guys can see, all the ingredients are cooked together. I didn't add any water because the reason why I don't like to add water in my cooking, just because you don't want to overcook the product. When you add water into it, and you have to wait for the water to get dry, and it's gonna overcook everything, and I don't like it. You want to keep a little bit of the nutrients and the vitamins in the food. You don't want to cook everything. So now I'm just gonna add the rest of the pepper because I've tasted and there wasn't a lot of pepper, so that's why I'm adding everything. So now we're just gonna mix everything and then allow it to steam for few more minutes, and then when everything is steamed, you can now take everything off and stuff your plantain. So as you guys can see, everything has steamed and everything looks very, very delicious. You can actually eat this one with bread. Trust me, there's so many ways you can eat it, but now it's time to stuff the plantain. So I'm going to take a spoon and I'm going to take the sauce and I'm going to put it inside the plantain and then put it in the oven for like 5 minutes for it to, like, you know, sit inside, steam everything together for 5 minutes in the oven, bake everything, and then your plantain is ready. It's very, very delicious. I've made this one for several times for different for families, for friends, and trust me, they always like it. It's very delicious. It's very, very good. It tastes very delicious. So now you're just going to stuff your plantain. Make sure you stuff it very well. I like to add a lot of shrimps inside the plantain because you guys know I love shrimps. Shrimps is one of my favorites, so I do have like multiple times I'm adding shrimps. And the rest of the sauce that remains, what I normally do, I just take yam. I just slice maybe 2 or 3 yam, slice it, and I boiled it and I eat it with the rest of the sauce because that is how I just like it. It's just delicious. The sauce is delicious. So now that you stuff the plantain, you're going to put it in the oven for 5 minutes. Let it bake for 5 minutes. 5 minutes in the oven, let it bake, and then when the baking is finished, voila, your plantain is ready. You can serve this to friends, to family, or just for you you at home having a good day. So guys, this is the finished result on my stuffed plantain. I hope you all like this video. If you guys do, please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, my Facebook like page. All the links will be down in the description box. And now I'm going to take a cold bottle of drink, and yes, voila, my day. This is before dinner. This is not yet time for dinner. So if you guys like this recipe, give this video a thumbs up. Follow me on my Instagram, my Facebook like page. All the links. Vergeet niet abonneren. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Team Fullest. Have a nice day and peace out.